Hey, what's good everyone? In today's session, I get into a big pot multi-ways, and my opponent keeps using blocker bets against me. And I really didn't know how to play this one. Alright, let's get it.
I belong to you. I belong to you. Do just what you want.
Today, I go play the 1-2 no limit game at the final table. I buy in for the max $400. I get my chips and head to the table. Starting off the session, I straddle $5 on the gun. Pretty much everyone limps in, and when action's on me, I look down at pocket 9s and raise it to $35. The player to my left snap goes all in for $164. Everyone else folds, and then I tank for a minute. I'm putting him on an overpair, ace king at best, so I believe at best we're flipping. I just sat down, and I don't really want to punt off half my stack already. So I decide to fold, and I'll find a better spot. The very next hand, and I'm in the big blind. C7 raises to $15, and I look down at 8-9 of diamonds, and I make the call along with 3 other players, and we go 5 ways to a flop. The flop is not too bad. Jack 7-10 with 2 spades. I flopped a nut straight. Easy game. First action's on me, and I check. C7 bets out $45. One player calls, and then I raise it to $180. Trying to charge any flush draws, 2 pairs, maybe even a set. The player to my left then snap goes all in for $208. And then C7 goes all in, and he has everyone covered. One player folds, and I quickly flip in my chip, and I make the call, and I have a total of $365. 3 ways all in, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to need to dodge a spade, or for the board to pair. The turn is the 6 of hearts. Whew. Come on, I'm not trying to go home just after my second hand. I'll probably quit poker and this vlog if this happens. And the river is the 4 diamonds. Thank goodness. My opponent to my left shows 8-9 as well. I was not expecting that. And C7 doesn't show, but he said he had pocket jacks for top set. I just dodged hella bullets because the player to my left that had 8-9, he turned a backdoor flush draw, so a heart or a paired board would have stacked me. Man, what a sick hand. But starting off the session, me and C9 chops a good sized pot. Hey, let's go. As some time goes on, I straddle $5 on the button, and the small blind double straddles for $10. 3 players call, and I look down at ace queen and raise it to $65. And one by one, they all fold, and I take down the dead money in the pot. Alright, I'll take it. The very next hand, the player to my left straddles for $10. 3 players call, and then I look down at pocket queens. Well, the saying is if it's not broken, don't fix it, right? So I raise it to $65 again. This looks sus, and looks like I'm just trying to steal the dead money in the pot again. One player calls, and then C2 goes all in for exactly $65. 3 ways to a flop with one player all in, which looks pretty safe. 3-5-3 with 2 hearts. Action checks to me, and I bet out $100, and C1 quickly folds. Looking back now, I think my $100 bet was way too big. With that sizing, I'm really only repping my exact hand, an overpair. I should be c-betting about $50 to $75, as I would if I had ace king here as well. You gotta keep it balanced. Pretty greedy, I know, but I want to get more value with my pocket queens, because if he had kings or aces, he would have re-raised me pre-flop, and he shouldn't have a 3 in his calling range. But overall, I'm okay with my bet and him folding. I just wanted to isolate C2 and hope to take down the pot. We go to run out, which comes out running hearts. Oh my goodness. Until he shows 10-4 diamonds and I take down the pot. It was actually a good thing I bet $100 because my opponent that folded, he told me that he would have gone runner for ace high flush. Oh well, QQ. In this one, under the gun raises $8, and I look down at 6-7 diamonds and mid-click it to 16. 3 players call, and we go 4 ways to a flop. The flop is 4-5-8 with 2 clubs, and I don't have any clubs in my hand, but I do flop a straight. Action checks to me, and I c-bet for $20, same as I would if I had an overpair. 2 players call, and we go 3 ways to a turn. The turn is the ace of hearts, which is probably the best card for me. I'm hoping someone hit their ace, maybe even 2 pair. Action checks to me, and I bet $60, trying to charge any flush draws or even 2 pairs. But both players fold, and I take down the pot. Alright, double board bomb pot time. The flop on the top board is 8 queen deuce with 2 spades, and I flop the nut flush draw. And the bottom board is 3 queen 10 all offsuit, and I flop a straight draw with ace jack. C2 bets out $35, 2 players call, and when action's on me, I decide just to make the call along with the button, and we go 5 ways to a turn. The turn on the top board is the 4 diamonds, and the bottom board is the ace of hearts, now giving me top set, but it does bring in a straight if someone had king jack. C2 bets out $5, looks like he didn't like the turn cards, and he used a blocker bet. 1 player calls, and then C4 raises it to $75. Well, I'm gonna need some help on the river. I make the call, and so does everyone else. Whew, what a pot, and we go 5 ways to a river. The river on the top board is the 7 of diamonds. Damn. And the river on the bottom board is the 9 of diamonds, and I break both boards. Pretty sure I'm no good on either board, especially with 4 other players. C4 bets out $125, and I fold. So sick. Only the button calls, and they end up chopping the pot. C4 shows king jack for the nut straight on the bottom, and the button had a set of 4s on top. The very next hand, the button straddles for $10, 3 players call, and then I look down at ace queen offsuit and raise it to $65. 4 players call, and we go 5 ways to a flop. Come on, pick me, pick me. The flop is 9-6 jack all offsuit. Alright, didn't pick me. The big blind bets $3. Okay, blocker bet. 2 players just call, and when action's on me, this is either a trap or they are pretty weak. With someone with a set just flat call, there is a couple straight draws out there like 7-8 or queen 10. Well, let's find out. I raise it to $75 as I have all the overpairs in my range. 2 players call, and we go 3 ways to a turn. The turn is the 3 hearts, which shouldn't change anything. The big blind leads out again for $3. And C4 just makes the call. Alright, what the hell is going on? I tank for a whole minute, just trying to figure out what can they possibly have. As I'm tanking, these players are eyeing me like a hawk. After a minute, I felt like I was showing signs of weakness because in the moment, I felt like one of them had a set and was just trying to trap me. But this play is just so weird to me. I do think about raising it here again for about 125, maybe 150. But again, I felt like at least one of them had a set. After a long tank, they probably thought I was weak and had ace king. So I ended up just making the call in position. The river is a deuce of clubs. The big blind bets out $2, and C4 snap raises it to 60. I don't snap fold. I actually tank for another minute, just thinking, can I steal this pot? I really don't think they're strong here. My gut feeling is telling me go all in, but my play on the turn, my story just wouldn't add up. So after just another minute of tanking, I end up making the fold. The big blind ends up making the call, which is very surprising. C4 shows Jack 4 of clubs for top pair, and the big blind shows Ace 9 of clubs for second pair. Such a weird hand. I think on the turn, if I raised, I could have gone all in on the river. But since I just flat called the turn, a river jam all in, it just wouldn't make sense. Alright, comment down below and let me know how you think I played this one. I mean, I did raise it on the flop. And then also comment down below how if you would have played it. I am so curious because this hand got me so confused and I really didn't know how to play this hand. I honestly felt like I was being trapped. Last interesting hand of night, and you know we gotta play a double board bomb pot. The flop on the top board is 8 Jack 5 with 2 clubs, and I have a baby flush draw. And the bottom board is 3 deuce king with 2 diamonds, and I flopped a nut flush draw along with bottom set. Action checks at seat 2, and he bets out $15, and seat 3 snap raises it 75. Action folds to me, and I just make the call along with seat 2, and we go 3 ways to a turn. The turn on the top board is a 3 of clubs, and that'll give me a flush along with a straight flush draw. And the bottom board is the 4 of spades. First action's on me, and I check. C2 bets out $38. Alright, that's a weird number to bet, but okay. It's the same person that was betting $2 and $3 blocker bets last hand. C3 just calls, and I have an easy call here. I don't need a raise. As you can tell from last hand, they ain't going nowhere. 3 ways to river, and the top board pairs the board with another 5. And the bottom board is a 7 of diamonds, now giving me the nuts on bottom. I for sure have half of the pot locked up now. First actions on me, and I rip it all in because I don't want to chop this pot. I'm losing to bigger flushes and to any full houses on top. C2 tanks for a minute before making the fold. And C3 also tanks for a minute before making the call for less, $197. My opponent shows King Queen of diamonds for the second nuts on the bottom and just a pair of kings on top, and I stack them. C2 tells me that it was a good all-in by me because he had a bigger flush on top and almost made the call. Nah fam, get your blocker bets out of my damn pot. No chop here. But just like that, I rack in my chips and call it a night. Alright, just got done with the session. Started off hot tonight. I mean, flopping straights on straights. And then towards the end of the night, man, that double board bomb pot, when it had pocket aces, had a set of aces on the bottom, and then the nut flush draw on top, and bricked out on both. Man. And then right after that, I had the ace queen hand, and I was so close of pulling the trigger, going all in on the turn and the river. I just felt like they were baiting me. I felt like they had a set, but man, I should have went with my gut because I knew they were weak. And then literally the last hand of the night with that double board bomb pot, hand of the night, pot of the night. So I was in for the game for 400 and out for 1026. So up $626. So thanks for watching and see you on the river.